Hey guys, welcome to my first official ever vlog. So I want to share with you guys a little bit about my weight loss experience and also what my workout routine kind of consists of. And I do this because it's not like I really have a workout routine, but a lot of the questions that I have been getting this past month or two have been, hey Caroline, you look really thin, what are you doing? And so without further ado, if you want to know what my secret is, stay tuned. I want to give you guys 3 tips, and so 1, 2, and 3. My first tip is find something you love. So for me, that's been running. I love running. I am not a good runner by any means. I'm not a fast runner, but I love to run. Running for me is an opportunity to just kind of check out mentally and kind of think and sift through thoughts. And so for me, running has been an outlet. So again, one of the things that I always tell people is find something you love. A lot of people don't like running. If you don't like running, I don't understand why you would force yourself to run, right? That doesn't make any sense. And so find something you love. So maybe that's yoga, maybe that's basketball, maybe volleyball, maybe that is, a Zumba class, maybe that's a boot camp, whatever that is for you, find it and nurture it. So my second tip that I want to share with you guys is this. Don't get so fixed on the number on the scale. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons why I started to work out and kind of incorporate that lifestyle into my life was because I just wanted to move better. It wasn't about a number on a scale. It's not about a number on a scale. Yes, it's great that these pounds are shutting off, but it's not about hitting this magic number, because it doesn't matter if I am 250 pounds because I hate the person that I am, or 150 pounds and still upset because of the way I look and hate myself. So it's not about the number on a scale. And it sounds so cliche to say, and I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but if I could just lose 5 pounds, I'm like, okay, well, completely throw that out, right? How about, hey, what if I could just run up a flight of stairs without getting tired? Because that is honestly my biggest motivation. And I know it sounds really corny, but I was just like, I want to just run up a couple flights of stairs and not like lose my breath every time. I want to be able to, run around my niece and my nephew and not like be so exhausted after 5-10 minutes of play that I'm just like, okay, I need a break, right? And so being able to work out and incorporate that into my life has really helped, and I have seen the benefits of that, where we can play 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, play a sport, go out, run around, and I'm not tired the way I was. And so that, more than anything, is what it's about. Definitely, I want to see my body work better. I wanted to see work more cohesively, understanding my body is like this locomotive. And I want it to be able to be well maintained, and I want it to run smoothly, right? And so not just now, but 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road. So that's not a number on a weight scale. That's never going to be a number on a weight scale. But what that is understanding like, hey, I want to respect my body, and I want to make sure that I'm doing what I can to take care and maintain it. And so along with that, I would also just add, just be very careful what you take. I don't take any supplements. I don't take any protein shakes. I don't do Slim Fast. I don't do Herbalife. I don't do any of that. I don't. And a lot of people are for that. Me personally, I'm not saying that you can't do that or you shouldn't do that, but what I am saying is we don't know the long-term side effects of those things yet, especially a lot of the products that are out on the market. And so just be very careful what you give your body, because yes, you may see results quick and fast, but understand that 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you don't know what that could do and if there's potential backlash because of those products. And so just be very, very, very careful if you do that. Just do it in such a way that you're respecting yourself and that you're being wise, right? So that's all I'm going to say on that. And so tip number three, no, I'm just kidding. So tip number 3 is, what would be tip number 3? Oh, nutrition, right? So tip number 3 is nutrition. If you put junk in, you're gonna get junk out. If you put good things in, you're gonna get good things out. I love coffee. I love coffee so much. I love the smell of coffee. I love the way it just kind of just, I love it. But coffee does not love me. Coffee bloats me. if I can just be honest with you. Coffee bloats me, and it did a lot of harm to me, especially French press coffee. And so the biggest thing I can say about nutrition is that understand your body. This kind of goes back to the last tip, the last end of it. Understand your body enough to where you respect it. And if you know there are certain foods that just bloat you, and there are certain things that you shouldn't be drinking or having or eating, don't put it in your body, because you will feel it. You will feel it in your workouts, and that to me just doesn't make sense. Like, why would I continuously feed myself or drink coffee if I know that I'm just gonna feel like really bloated, feel really sluggish? So at the beginning of the year, 2017, I cut it out completely. It was really rough at first, but now I feel great. So people were like, what do you do for energy? An apple, right? And so I do an apple or eat an apple, and I just make sure I get rest. And so again, this is me personally. I'm not telling you to cut out coffee. What I am saying is that understand your body, and if you know your body has certain side effects with certain food, respect yourself enough to say, I don't need to have this in my life. I cut out a lot of chocolate, a lot of sugars, so where I was eating so much chocolate, like a bunch of chocolate and cookies and brownies and all this, because I am the type of person that when I stress out, I turn to food for comfort. And so just very blatantly, I'm just gonna be honest, I turn to food for comfort, and I realized very quickly that that's not the way it's supposed to work, right? Definitely changing my relationship with food, learning a healthy way to have food, and so cutting out a lot of sugars that are unnecessary again. Another thing, as far as nutrition goes, is I cut back a lot on bread and tortillas. And so if you know me, you know that I love bread, and I love tortillas. So I'm not cutting that out. Anybody who's eaten with me or seen me eat knows I can put food away, and I don't care. I'm not gonna eat a salad and pretend like I'm full. I definitely need food in my body, and I just make sure that my relationship with it changes. So instead of going and just eating white bread, it's like, okay, I'm turning around and eating like wheat bread. You know, instead of eating like 3 tacos, I eat 2 tacos. Instead of always eating flour tortillas, turning to corn tortillas. Very simple things that when you think about it, it's like, okay, anybody could have told you that, yeah, okay. And yet you can see if you implement them, the changes, and if you don't implement them, then the changes that don't occur. So again, just being wise with that. So nutrition. So again, tip number 1 is find something you love. Tip number 2 is don't be so fixated on a number on a scale. And tip number 3 is nutrition. So without further ado, let's get on to the actual workout routine. All right, so for the workout routine, it's very simple. The thing I do if I'm in the gym. This is if I'm in the gym. I jump on the bike and I get a 20-30 minute spin in. It's very flat out. I love spin. I've learned to love it, incorporate it, and I love the way it's very low impact on my knees. And so where running is very high impact, spin is super low impact. And I mean, again, mindless, you're just kind of cycling and you're just kind of going with it, and keeping it at an RPM that has my heart rate up, but it's not like completely exhausting me. Secondly, after I'm done there, I will get on my treadmill and I go for a 2-3 mile jog. And again, this fluctuates depending on the day, depending on how much time I have in the gym. It just varies. So 2 to 3 miles, sometimes 4, just depends how I'm feeling, understanding my body, if I'm good, if I've been well rested. But hey, if I just kind of need to get in there because it's one of those days that I need to work out, but I'm not feeling so great, respecting my body enough to say it's okay. Like, you can do 1.5 miles and you're good, okay? And then after that's finished, I go over and I do a lot of circuit training. So I like squats, and so I do a lot of the circuit training with the kettlebells. And so 10-15 pounds, 3 sets of 25 kettlebells, and then switching over and then doing fire hydrants and then dog raises. And after that, I do crunches, and then if it's an arm day, I will go in and I do sets and reps of curls, right? Curls for the girls, and arm raises and things like that. So it kind of fluctuates, it kind of varies. It just differs, depends on what's going on. If I'm outside, my routine changes, and so that routine consists of a longer run, obviously, because I don't have the bike. So anywhere between 3 to 5 miles. And then I go in and I do another circuit workout. Then on the weekend are my long distance with stair days. And so that is simply going out to the stadium and running 3.5-4 miles with stairs incorporated. And so every time you kind of see the bleachers, you just go up and you come down and you snake them, and then you go to the visitor side and you snake those, and then you come back around and you snake some more, right? And so it's hard, but I love it. And finding something that you love and that you can nurture, I can't stress that enough. So yes, so that is my workout routine for those of you guys who are interested. I hope you guys enjoyed my first vlog, and we will see if we do this again soon. Bye.